Let's get ready to rumble!
The main magic mic on the switchboard, who I think just opened by Mike.
All of our mics.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's okay, bud.
So anyway, welcome to the sports.
Welcome to the sports board here, live from the Downtime studios.
Yes.
In downtown.
Friday,
Bridgeport.
dude.
Yes.
We're here in the Friday table. Matt's in town.
I'm here, dude. My party shirt's on.
And we're going to start in the wonderful world of baseball.
You know what? Sure, Mike.
I knew you were going to get back.
Dude.
Mike, just take it away, dude.
Giving chases Judge, and he dives into the stand.
DeGrom begins the season with an overpowering strikeout of Ronald Acuna.
The wall, it's gone! Three-run home run! What's going on here? I love it. He drives one to the moon. High, deep, and very gone.
Very gone.
Very gone. That was very gone.
Very gone.
Interesting night in baseball last night. I guess, as always, we're going to start off with the Yankees.
As always, dude.
As
Great
always,
place to
dude.
start.
Yankees lost last night. They took 2 out of 3 against the Astros. Altuve had a big 3-run homer yesterday on his birthday. I think he's 31 yesterday.
Yep.
Correct.
So good for him.
That was his second hit of the series as well.
Second hit of the series. Nice, Mike. Look at you, dude.
You're welcome.
Someone's listening to the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Cole gave up 2 home runs, leaves game after 7 with the Yankees having the lead. Unfortunately, their bullpen gave up a few hits, which we kind of, didn't see, it's kind of a rare thing this season because their bullpen has been on top of things.
Always on top.
A rare blown game. Astros pitched very well. Aaron Hicks, which you don't really hear very often at all, went 3 for 3. I'm sure Barnes is ecstatic.
Not
Judge,
about the next thing, though.
No, yeah, Judge wasn't doing so hot.
Oh gosh.
So
dude.
Matt, what did you see from yesterday's game? What you tight about yesterday's game?
I mean, dude, definitely a little tight, bro. You want to get the sweep there, right? It's nice to take 2 out of 3. Obviously, coming into this series, we had the fucking Astros, dude, who we haven't gotten a chance to see since the whole scandal. Right. Didn't get a chance to see him last year.
What do you want me to do?
So it was nice to take the first 2.
Right.
Pretty solid performances, but you want to get the sweep. Cole pitched great yesterday for our boy Gino. Gino was there.
Yep.
Gino lost it for us, dude.
He jinxed
He jinxed it, dude.
Gino, you're the jinx.
Oh,
shit, dude.
Gino believes in that shit too. He's never gonna go to.
He's never gonna go to a Yankee game
You
again.
can't go, bro.
Well, he'll
You
never
can't go
wear
any
that.
more day games, bro. When Cole's pitching,
Whatever
No,
outfit
you
Gino is wearing, he'll never wear that to a Yankee game again.
Yes. And he'll know.
right.
He'll know exactly what outfit.
He'll never
remember,
take his
he'll never
wife
do it
to a
again.
game ever again.
Oh, no, yeah.
Sorry.
He just told her after, he's like, it's done, babe.
Christina, you can't come to any
it's
more games.
over.
with me.
Sorry.
It's over. You
But
got to watch at home.
It's it's tough too because Cole pitched great yesterday.
Right.
7 innings.
You hate to waste a good start from
Hate
him.
to do that.
Yeah,
It's almost
hate to see that.
Mets-like.
It
And then
is
going
very
in,
Mets-like.
like you said, bullpen uncharacteristic this year. The bullpen has
Right.
been one of the Yankees' huge strengths
Mhm.
this whole year. But
Almost like
and
your
then
dips.
and then they give up the thank you.
You're welcome.
And then they give up the 3-run shot to Altuve.
That was
top
tough
of
in the
the
8th too, right?
Late
Like
in the
late in the
very
game,
late in
dude.
the game.
So
And there was nothing we could do from there. But nice to take 2 out of 3.
of course, and I will
Yeah.
say, I mean, with Houston being at Yankee Stadium, I mean, I don't think the fans let up on them once, dude.
No.
I mean, they were yelling at them the whole time, and
I still think they got off
Straight.
easy.
I mean, I guess, I mean,
Well,
like,
dude,
limited capacity.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
If it was full, forget about it. If it was full capacity, oh my god!
I think you'd see some brown stains on their pants. The Astros players.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like
Oh,
I know. Yeah, Grosso says he wants to see Correa take a fastball to the face.
I am kind of surprised that there wasn't many hits
There was
batsmen like during the series.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody was in line.
Which is funny because like last season, like start of the season, they were getting hit left and right.
Oh
the
yeah,
Astros. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it's nice to kind of see them keep it professional. I mean, it was an important game. Both teams right now are 16 and 15.
And the Astros were on they swept the series before, right? So they were coming in a little hot.
Both teams came in hot.
Right.
And the Yankees remain hot.
No, they are. They still,
still playing well. Stanton, how about let's talk about Stanton?
Yeah.
Stanton's on a fucking 12-game hitting streak. I think he's hitting like 5 something.
And the past 12 games,
it's so great to see. It really is. It's so exciting, dude. This is what I'm waiting for, bro. All the Yankee fans, bless your heart. And it's just
12-game hitting streak.
Dude, I feel like this is Stanton from 2017.
Yeah, for sure.
MVP.
What were you saying, Mike?
12-game hitting streak, 6 home runs. Babe Ruth ties Babe Ruth for that.
No shit.
Something else. Lou Gehrig also. He's doing a lot of stuff right now.
Dude, 12-game hitting streak. I mean, he's got
25 hits.
He's got a home run in 3 straight games, 6+ home runs over the streak.
I guess you're saying Babe Ruth did this in July to August.
Yeah.
1924.
Yes.
Gehrig in 31.
Correct.
Gehrig again in 36. DiMaggio 38.
These are good people to be with.
85. And Stanton now in May
2021.
Yeah, so
good for him.
Great
yeah,
man.
I mean, I didn't think he was going to do this.
Tear,
no, definitely not. Especially the way he's been hitting and the slump he's been in, and of course him struggling with injuries to be consistently hitting now for this month is phenomenal.
Yeah,
and you'll have to see it for the Yankees.
Absolutely, dude. This is what we've been waiting for, dude. This is what we always wanted out of Stanton.
And I think, yesterday's game, I wouldn't say it's a fluke, but I wouldn't be too worried about it. Like we mentioned, it was just an off night for the bullpen.
Yeah.
That something like that is going to happen. It was Chad Green who led up to.
Yeah, Chad Green gave it a
run homer, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, and then something from that deep into the game, it's hard to come back from for sure,
Green threw him a high cheese and inside, a little bit inside, and Altuve was just sitting on it.
It's tough, dude.
Yeah, I wonder if he had the buzzer, though, to let him know.
You know what, bro? Like, you got to give it to Altuve, though.
Give what to him?
He's a good player.
Yeah, give what to him?
He's a good player.
No,
dude.
he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Player.
The guy's like 5'0" and he's a major league baseball player. Like,
yeah, he shouldn't have an MVP though. That should be
I guess whatever, guys.
That's all right. No.
But no, I mean, I was
buzz away.
Regardless, I was still impressed.
Away.
I was still impressed with the Yankees' play throughout the series. I should say.
Yes.
The Astros being a tougher team that they've been playing. Who they played before this? The Orioles or the Tigers, and then the Orioles, right? Yeah. So they definitely proved themselves.
No doubt.
I think to be
no doubt, and I'm pumped about
a strong team.
Play Higashioka, dude. Higashioka can come in, back up, or basically, I think he's going to become essentially the starter because I think he's going to start cashing 3 out of the 5 guys in the rotation.
Essentially, yeah, he's going to be the starter. Right?
So he got just Cole.
What's the point of Sanchez? Like, why don't you just start him the whole time?
Sanchez or Higgy? You mean
Higgy?
Well, I think they basically are. Like I said, I think he's going to by default because he's cashing 3 out of the 5 guys in the rotation that makes him the starter. Which is great too because on offense he's really been killing. He's come up with some big doubles and big home runs.
Yeah, he's a great 2-way player.
Yeah, and dude, Sanchez is still kind of struggling behind the plate a little bit. Has the back going like a little bit, not struggling as much as we've seen in the last 2 seasons at this point in the year. But I mean, Higashioka is just
he's been on his game.
He's really stepping up.
Yeah, he's putting a lot of pressure on Sanchez.
Yeah,
so
it's tough to see. The only thing now with Judge really over this past weekend, that was really the only kind of tough part to see as a Yankee fan is, 0 for 5 the other night with 5 strikeouts. Dude.
I know.
Sanchez is batting 175.
Dude, brutal.
Sanchez is batting 175.
Yeah.
Oof.
How many at bats does he have? 63.
63 at bats, 11 hits, 2 home runs.
So
Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? That's so funny.
Kyle Higashioka, dude.
220.
Yeah, and 41 at bats, dude.
Yeah,
he's got 9 hits,
4 home runs.
Hey, guys, that's why I don't get
ribbies.
why do the split.
Ribbies.
Why not do 5 all 5?
I mean, obviously, we see
then
this.
You're basically just paying your backup catcher like $100.
I know.
Like $1 million,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing with that, Mike.
And also, I feel like
if they weren't paying him
like
that much money, dude,
it's like yeah, exactly.
You know,
he'd be sitting.
I also true. And also, I see we kind of with the Yankees, I feel like they just get like an attachment to a certain player.
Yeah,
I
they
feel.
do. Oh yeah,
You see it with
bro.
Gardner, like
my guy.
like why are we keeping him in there? There's just there's something about the
you
Yankees.
should ask about Gardner about Barnes. Dude.
Barnes,
Huge Gardner.
Oh, he
fan,
loves
dude.
Gardner.
Yeah,
Mike's a big
Loves
Gardner
him.
fan too.
Gardy going Yardy.
It's nice when Gardy goes Yardy. We can have a Gardy party.
Yeah, see?
But
Yeah, it's fun.
it doesn't really happen.
Gardy
that often.
Darty.
You can have a Darty too if it's a day.
The Darty,
You know?
Gardy, and
So
the Yardy,
brings,
the Darty.
Brings a lot of potential to have a
Don't
party.
bring your
Have a party.
shoddy.
Oh, damn it. Whatever, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm all over.
We were on top of it.
Yeah,
Whatever,
come
dude.
on.
All right, so moving on to tonight's game. They're playing the Nationals.
Solid matchup. I like
A
this.
solid matchup. I mean, the Nationals have kind of struggled in terms of pitching this season. They're 12-15 in the year. They're at Yankee Stadium, which is always nice for the Yankees. We have Patrick Corbin going against Tyone.
Yes.
Corbin,
Tajon.
Tajon. Yeah. No, that's what it
That's
is.
how you say it in French.
I don't think so, dude. Anyway, so anyway, back to the sports.
yes. As Barnes would say.
Patrick Corbin, like I mentioned, that Washington has kind of struggled with their pitching. However, Corbin seems to historically do well against the Yankees. He has made 2 starts against the Yankees over his career with a 1.3 ERA with 15 strikeouts. So, I mean, it seems like he's going to, as if history repeats itself, he's going to pitch well tonight against the Yankees. But I mean,
Comes in struggling.
I mean, you never know.
Comes in struggling. He's 1-3 on the year. His ERA
8 ERA, only
8.3.
18 strikeouts.
Jesus.
So he hasn't been the Corbin that we've been used to seeing
Right.
the last couple of years. Yeah, obviously it's still early. But on the flip side of things with the Yanks, Tyone, I'm very, very pumped for Tyone to come out here, coming off a win, his very first win in 2 years.
And he's been coming around.
last start,
also was kind of slow start.
What I love about Tyone, dude, is that I feel like he's very accurate. He's able to hit his spots and his stuff, bro. I think that curveball he's got is sick. Gets a lot of guys out with that. And he can pump it too, bro. He's got the cheese, bro. He gets a little stirred on it. Right in there, bro.
Stirred on it.
Yep.
And I mean, they're gonna need that.
Substances on it.
No, yeah, Washington definitely has. Washington has some hitters. Again, they kind of been struggling, but Kyle Schwarber they have, of course, Juan Soto, Trey Turner's a great hitter. They have Josh Bell in their lineup as well. So it's gonna be a good matchup. I feel.
Any relation to Drake Bell?
No, dude.
Just
I
curious.
don't know. We'll have to look into that.
Oh yeah, let's do some research because they're they definitely look alike.
Anyway, back to the sports.
Back to the sports. My gosh, this is a sports show. Anyway, so I don't know. I mean, I can see the Yankees winning this one. I'll give him maybe like a 3-2 win. I can see Tyone giving up a run, maybe the bullpen also giving up a run. But I mean, if their bats are still hot, hopefully, Stanton continues his hot streak, which you would expect at this point.
I like the Yankees coming into this game, dude. Obviously losing yesterday's game, but on very, very late in the game on a bad pitch by Green. Otherwise, probably Yankees end up winning that game.
Exactly.
So I'm liking the momentum we got, dude. I'm liking Tyone coming off the momentum he's got personally with that win in his last outing. And I'm looking for Stanton, bro, dude. I think he's gonna continue his streak. Number 13 tonight, dude. And hopefully Judge can get going. LeMahieu too. Yesterday was 0 for 5 as well. So hopefully we can get those 2 guys going, top of the lineup guys. And I think we're gonna ding up Corbin tonight. Honestly, I think the bats are gonna stay hot.
It's about
Hicks,
time.
I hope Hicks can come in hot to this game as well. 3 for 3 yesterday. So
it's gotta
we'll
feel
see.
good.
We'll see when the lineups come out.
Maybe he'll walk a few times. Yeah, lineup hasn't been out yet. I would assume Higgie's behind the plate, right?
Yeah. Because I think he.
Even though he started yesterday,
he catches
but
Cole, he catches
Kluber,
right?
Kluber, and I'm not sure if he catches Tyone. I'm not sure.
Well, I guess we'll see.
We'll find out.
Well, if the lineup comes out within the episode, we'll obviously keep you guys updated. So yeah.
So looking for a W for the Yanks tonight.
Absolutely.
I think Soto might pose the biggest threat to Tyone,
of course,
in that lineup.
Yeah.
But I think other than that, I think the Yankees bats are gonna handle Corbin tonight, and the pitching will take care of itself. On the Yankee side of things, I think Tyone probably solid 6 innings. I would say that'd be great, like 6 to 8 Ks.
Right,
it'd be awesome to see. And yeah, I'm thinking the Yankees are gonna get this W tonight, no doubt.
Hell yeah, hopefully. And now, dude, we will move on to the better team,
the amazing
the amazing New York Mets, baby.
With Mr.
Coming out.
Mrs. Mets.
Not a big fan of Mrs. Met, dude.
I wish they were here, bro.
I wish, dude, we should.
I wish they would come in.
We
and
should have
sit
them on the
your
show.
lap.
Yeah,
Yeah, during the show.
yeah. The both of them.
Or you can sit on one of their lap. I'll sit on the other.
Anyway, Mets win yesterday 4-1 against the Cardinals. Taijuan Walker gives the outing that we needed him to give. 7 innings, giving up just 1 hit. He had 8 Ks, which again, prior night we had a bullpen game, so we used pretty much our entire bullpen besides Diaz. Mm-hmm. So we needed this. A good outing by Walker to kind of go the distance here, so we don't use up more of our bullpen because obviously they were tired from the day before. Which he gave us exactly what we wanted. May comes in the 8th, gets two strikeouts, I believe. Diaz finishes up in the 9th. A little shaky Diaz still is. I forget what type of injury. I think he was battling like a back injury, I think, when the last time he left. I forget who it was. I don't know.
Well, that'll do.
But anyway, so he clearly seems to still be like struggling because this outing looked like old Diaz, man, that we're kind of used to, at least for the Mets. He was missing pitches. He was missing his locations. He was throwing some pretty bad pitches.
He's all over the place.
I think he gave up 2 hits. I think he struck out. Oh no, Arenado flew out for the last out, but it's like Arenado's at the plate, 2 runners on. That's literally it's tying run at the plate.
Mets never make it easy.
Never make it easy, dude. I'm literally always sweating in the 9th inning. And it was also like a really
you sweat a lot.
Odd game. I do sweat a lot. Mike likes to keep it hot in every room he's in.
There's a sun in here.
I got the breeze over here. I feel pretty good.
It feels good now, but
I don't like it. Anyway, it was a really like just
got allergies.
It was not. I know. And Mike insists on having the window open.
To have fresh air come in and out.
Yeah, dude. Whatever, bro.
Whatever, dude.
Anyway, so the Mets get 9 hits, right? I think they left the bases loaded twice within the first 4 innings.
Yeah, they're brutal with runners in scoring position.
They
right
left like 17 men on base. They were 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. They score 3 runs on bases loaded walks, right? So the Cardinals quite literally shooting themselves in the foot here.
Yeah.
And we were lucky enough.
For the Mets,
we were literally clinging on to this 2-1 lead for most of the game. 8th inning, we walk in another run. And then I think it was Smith with the RBI single while the bases are loaded.
The Mets won, bud. AJ.
Of course, the Mets blow it. No, they didn't blow it. They had,
AJ?
AJ's
Ari.
The opportunity
Ari
was
Gold
there
himself.
to blow
Ari
it.
Gold. What up, boy?
But the hammer with the big W. Dude.
He's a huge Yankee guy.
Is he really?
Tony.
Huge. I'm sick and tired of that shit, dude.
He's like a Barnes.
AJ, I can't wait to go to a game with you, bro.
Oh,
it's gonna be sick.
Anyway, guys,
we don't get kicked out.
Back to the Mets.
Lindor.
I mean, yes, Lindor gets
finally gets a
hit.
Bro.
He was 1 for 3. He's now, he's 1 for 27 now at bats, and the last 27 at bats. But I mean, it's nice to see. Hopefully, Lindor can kind of gain some momentum. You saw his interview after the game. He was like very relieved to have a hit. He was like, his shoulders were up here, and now his shoulders are down.
Shoulders, bud.
Keep your shoulders
down
and back,
nice and relaxed.
down and back.
So hopefully, he shook off whatever yips he's had, and hopefully
I don't
tonight.
think so.
Well, of course you don't think so, dude, because you're just an idiot, bro.
No,
the man's a professional. He's a great ball player. He's just off to a slow start. It happens to everyone, dude.
It does.
I'm sure it happened to Mike when he was playing, Division III basketball or whatever.
2. Asshole.
What?
2.
2 what?
Division 2.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
Good try, though.
No, my bad, of course. So, I mean, you would think that, Mets kind of squeaked by, whatever, just wipe it off, dude. A win is a win.
Yeah.
Take him whenever you can get him,
Yeah. The thing with them, dude, and the Yankee, we were going through it like in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Relieving runners in scoring position, bro, especially when the bases are loaded, you only got like 1 out or no out.
Dude.
It's got to be the worst feeling in all of sports.
Yeah, bro. I don't get it, dude.
Bro.
You're literally working so hard to get these men on base.
Oh my god!
And then you just don't clean it up.
I know it's tough, but I think on the flip side for the Mets, dude, strong pitching performance yesterday
from
Walker
starters,
bro.
Yeah.
And Lindor gets going, and they get the win, dude. Albeit by like the Nationals fucking up, but
Cardinals.
Sorry,
Right. Hopefully the Nationals fuck up tonight, dude. Yeah. Master's always thinking Yankees, dude.
Only Yankees.
You can't get it out of his head, dude.
The brain is programmed.
It's freaking gross,
one
dude.
way.
Anyway, so like I said, win's a win. Chalk it up. Go on to the next game, which is tonight, by the way.
Cy Young.
7:10.
Nice. We got the Yankees in action, the Mets in
Diamondbacks
action. You love to
at
see
Mets. We got so much baseball in New York tonight, dude.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
There's at least 18 innings of baseball.
There's going to be at least 18 innings of baseball. That's correct.
You like that math?
Yes, that's quick math, dude.
Thank you.
Very, very proud of
Good
you.
job,
dude.
buddy.
Thank you.
So the
It's
pitching
that UB
matchup,
education.
we have David Peterson against Zach Gallen. Now, Peterson has generated a season high 17 swinging strikes that his last outing, which was his second highest total of his career.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you love to see this guy. I mean, we talk about him so much on the show. He's going to be this young pitcher up for the Mets. You kind of want to, sculpt him into this homegrown starter, which he definitely has that potential.
Another one, right? DeGrom, Syndergaard,
Exactly,
join
dude.
those guys.
And if he comes along,
Mets pitchers.
he's had a couple shaky outings, but he also had a couple great outings. Which I mean, young players aren't always so consistent coming up, especially pitchers.
Right. Bless you. Yep.
It's allergy season, folks.
Excuse me. It is allergy season, so you're expecting a good outing out of him, of course. Hopefully, he has bats behind him to kind of back him up. I think that's the key because I feel like Peterson, at one point or another, he's bound to make a mistake. I would expect him to kind of give up at least one earned run tonight.
Yeah.
Just being realistic. However, on the other side of things, maybe kind of hard for the Mets to back up those earned runs with getting some runs of their own because Zach Gallen is pitching for the Diamondbacks, who in his last start to the Rockies, he was a little rocky. He let up 4 runs over 4 innings. However, the rest of the season, he's been pretty outstanding. I think he had a full 7-inning game against the Braves, only letting up 1 hit. And against a good hitting team like the Braves, I mean, that's pretty impressive, So, again, he's also kind of a little inconsistent. He's a 3.4 ERA on the year. He's only 1-1. So, it kind of depends on which pitcher shows up, I guess, for this game tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, hopefully the Mets bats too wake up, man. Like McCann got to wake up too, bro. If their offense can wake up tonight, I think they win this game easy, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Peterson, like you said, young pitcher. We know that, dude, wants to be sculpted into that homegrown Met, and this is a good game. This is a big game for him. He can step up, and he could. The Diamondbacks are nothing. Too crazy.
Right. They don't have a lot of hitters on their team.
Exactly.
Right?
So step up tonight and shut some guys out. Maybe get like 10 Ks. If not, just pitch a good game, hit your spots, and
man.
And the Mets bats, dude. You got to look for that all because they got a solid offense, dude. They just haven't.
They really do. They just
haven't hit
consistently as a lineup. Even I feel like it's Donnie Stevenson. I don't know what he's doing, bro. But I feel like it's always like one night, Alonso's on, the next night McNeil is on, and they're never like hitting well together as a team yet,
Exactly.
Which, I mean, you would hope that they kind of start tonight, dude. Lineup also hasn't been announced yet. I would expect with Nimmo being out now, he was placed in the 10-day IL yesterday. I would think Lindor's leading off again. Probably Pilar is in there for Nimmo. Whose Pilar has been great all season. I mean, their bench has been phenomenal. We talked about it yesterday.
Yep.
But yeah, hopefully, tomorrow we'll be recapping 2 New York wins, as we always say here. Bro. I don't think we have yet.
We have not.
We have not recapped 2 New York wins in one day.
Tough.
Yeah, I know it sucks, right?
Hopefully, we'll change it.
Hopefully, and then before we kind of take a little break and go to basketball, there's obviously some other news points in MLB
out west
specifically. One kind of news title that kind of surprised me a lot: the LA Angels decide to release Albert Pujols.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're in a tough position. This is Pujols' final year of his 10-year contract.
Yeah, it's weird, dude.
It's very weird. So I was kind of reading up on it, and so essentially, like, the Angels don't believe Pujols to be an everyday player, right?
And he got pissed because he's not playing every day.
So he's getting pissed. He's not playing every day. I mean, from what I've seen, the relationship is staying professional, right? Which is you love to see that from someone like Pujols, who's
consummate
he seems
this is his 21st season.
Exactly,
wow,
it's unbelievable, dude.
Wow.
The man,
this is only the second time in his career.
He's a free agent.
Seasons that he's been a free agent.
He's been a free agent. Only second time. Unbelievable. The man. I mean,
2 world champions.
He's 2 world champions, albeit he's been in the league for so long. He leads all active major leaguers in home runs, RBIs, hits, and games played. which is quite the resume, dude.
Living legend.
Living legend, dude. So obviously you'd expect to see him in Cooperstown soon, but in the meantime, there's been a lot of talk. So as I was saying, Angels don't see him as a everyday player, right? So they have him as DH. However, Ohtani has been so good on the bat this season. We'll talk about him too. He's tied right now for the lead in home runs for the season. He's tied with Acuna Jr. and
he's at 9, right?
They're at 10 now.
10 now.
All three are at 10. JD Martinez too for Boston, right? So, which is something. I mean, first of all, I feel like you would normally see at this point like many batters tied for first place. But anyway, so
the balls, dude.
Changed
them.
So obviously Pujols not being DH with Ohtani being the DH for the Angels, he's getting even less at bats. So at this point, they brought up Jared Walsh to play first base.
Yeah,
and like I said, they don't see him as an everyday ball player, so they released him.
Well, Pujols told him too. If I'm not going to play every day, then I don't want to be here.
Exactly. He sees himself as I can be out there, I can play, I can give you a full
he's batting
season.
like 178 right now with like maybe 5 home runs. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where he goes. I've heard the White Sox because of the connection with Tony La Russa, obviously. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where.
I heard the Yankees are trying to get him for leadership.
God, bro.
For a leadership role in the clubhouse.
I heard people saying Cardinals. Let him finish with St. Louis.
That'd be pretty dope.
But,
I heard the Mets too. Apparently, Alonso's not happy in New York.
That's funny, dude. But anyway, I mean, he's not doing terrible. He's batting 198 this season with 86 at-bats.
I mean, there's a bunch of Yankees that aren't even
17 hits.
And for having not played every
5
day,
home runs,
how many at-bats?
86 at-bats. So, I mean, I guess he's seen a good amount of at-bats this season.
Yeah.
So, but it's just, again, like as Ohtani continues to show his bat, like they would rather have him DH. Which
he's basically mobile, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
I know.
Pujols is basically immobile at this point.
Yeah.
He can't move it first. He can't play first.
No.
Yeah.
Because he can't move. And, but it's just, if you let him finish out that, because he said when he signed this deal fucking 10 years ago now, which is crazy, he's going to finish out. This is his last contract.
Right.
That's it. And they release him in the last year. You're already into the season.
I know, right,
so,
dude? It's tough.
It'd be dope if he finishes out in St. Louis.
It would be dope, right?
Just because, like, why would,
Full
if you're the Angels, why just let him
that's
finish
the
out
team you start,
the year,
Exactly. So,
but I guess they have other thoughts for where they want to go. Pujols is not in their plans.
No, there's not in their plans at all. So, I guess that'll do it for baseball. You have any last minute comments?
Hopefully we can recap the 2 dubs.
2 dubs, baby. Mike, you have any stats you want to talk about?
No stats today. Just that you need to go get allergy medication.
I do take allergy medication.
Well, it's not working.
It's not working at all. I don't really know why. But anyway, so we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll have Grasso come in for our NBA segment.
Let's do it.
Oh, and we are back. What's up, Grasso? How's it going, dude?
How are you?
Are you ready to rumble, dude?
I'm ready to rumble.
I better hope so, because
It's Friday. Let's rumble.
it's Friday. All right, and now let's take a look into the world of the National Basketball Association.
LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
Wow, the Lakers win the game.
Haven't
You don't
heard
hear that very often, huh?
No,
So let's start off recapping last night's games. Take it easy, Matt. We're going to start off with the Mavs-Nets game, which, I mean, Mavs win 113-109. And I don't want to say I was right on this one, but I think the both of you picked the Nets.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah, we
both pick the
did.
Nets, and I think we both said Durant was going to have a big, strong comeback game.
It
And
looked like he struggled
he
tonight.
did struggle. Just 20 points on 21 shots. Obviously, not a very good outing for him. I mean, Kyrie played great. He had 45 points and only 31 shots, but the rest of the team didn't really seem to get involved. And I think that speaks a little bit to Durant and Kyrie not being one-on-one scorers and not really getting their teammates involved. I think is the number one reason why they need James Harden.
Yes.
Because Harden's going to be the guy to get,
everyone.
Joe Harris, Blake Griffin, Bruce Brown, all these guys going. So, they're hurting. I think this is kind of concerning for the Nets. Like, this is the first time this year I've actually been concerned.
Well, and it sucks because they don't even have like a defensive scheme either. Like, it feels like Steve Nash doesn't even know who he's going to play in the playoffs. Usually by now you have like your 8-man rotation. You know what I mean? Like you wrote it in the rundown. You said, who's the Nets big man? It's
Seriously.
like you're starting Blake Griffin at center, and I get it. You could switch everything, but then you don't play DeAndre. And then when you do bring in DeAndre, the whole defensive scheme is different. It's more predicated toward keeping him in the paint instead of switching everything like with Blake. So it's like I think James Harden does more on both ends than people think too. I feel like he talks a lot on defense and helps, the rotations better. And like you said, when you get the ball from a James Harden, when you're a role player and you touch the ball and you don't even have to shoot it, but just touching it, feeling it, like you're involved, you play harder on defense.
Feeling it.
Touch it, feel it,
What's the timetable on Harden? I thought you said he was playing yesterday.
I said he's gonna come back. He's gonna return before the playoffs.
He wants to get like 2 or 3 games before the playoffs start. I think you could see it in his eyes. His post-game press conference. He's like, I'm a baller. I want to be out there. You could tell he's itching to get out and play again, but the Nets are definitely keeping him out, being cautious.
And the thing I told Matt about this is dope, and we've said it before, but I love the Nets and what they're doing. They have the stay ready team. So like if James Harden has been playing pickup this whole time and all this stuff, staying in shape, trying to at least. So a lot of teams don't have that. Like the Lakers, for example, don't have that. You see Anthony Davis come back and he's struggling to get his feet underneath him.
Yeah, and I think Harden could come out here looking like Kendrick Perkins and still drop 40 and 20 assists. So not really worried about Harden's shape, whether he is a shape or in shape.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to our next game from last night. Clippers at Lakers. Clippers take it 118-94. We've seen the Lakers kind of struggle this season. Of course, LeBron is still out, right? So Grasso, kind of take me through here. What did you kind of see from last night's game?
An absolute blowout is what we saw. I mean, Anthony Davis played 9 minutes and then re-hurt his ankle. And I mean, at this point, I don't know if Anthony Davis is going to be healthy for the playoffs. I mean, he's came back a couple times. He hasn't looked good. He's re-injured his whatever he's hurt, his ankle again.
Didn't they? I saw it reported as like back spasms is why he left the game.
Yeah, they say now it's something with his back too. So I think he's a little banged up. I don't know if he's going to be fully ready. I mean, the high scorer in the Lakers last night was Kuzma. So, I mean, if you're relying on Kuzma to be a scorer in the playoffs, you really don't have a shot in the West.
No, it's actually bad because with the Lakers now going forward to tonight's game, they're playing Portland, and Portland's healthy right now at the right time. And if they lose this game, they're in the play-in. The Lakers are in the play-in, and LeBron's not coming back anytime soon. I don't even know if these dudes will come back by the end of the season, dude. And unless barring they fall all the way down, you know what I mean? They need to play.
Yeah, and I mean, the question I ask is, can they win any playoff series with both LeBron and AD not there? And I don't think they can.
No way.
I mean, if they land in any of those 5, 6, or 7 seeds,
I don't even think
they're playing the Nuggets, Clippers, Trailblazers, Mavericks, one of those teams. I don't think they're going to beat any of those teams with just one of their superstars.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm actually worried for them. My prediction is, they're going to not win this year, and they're going to retool, bring in another star, and then come back hot next year. They just got hurt at the wrong time. It sucks for them, honestly, and Laker fans.
Yeah, and I think this will lead into the games we preview tonight. But if the Lakers do get that 7 seed, though, and LeBron and AD are healthy, Now the Suns and the Jazz are really fighting for that top spot.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to play the Lakers as a 7 seed in
No.
the first round of the playoffs, especially those two teams who haven't had a ton of playoff success. The Jazz have won some series over the past couple of years. The Suns haven't even been there.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
like LeBron after this year would not be good.
Like if he comes out, let's say they make it to the playing game, for example, and then he comes out and just dominates like 40, 12, and 12 or something.
Yeah.
That's not, you're not going to be excited as a opposing team.
That'd be a terrible way to go out. But the Clippers did play well last night.
Yep.
Paul George had a very efficient night. And that's been the trademark for the Clippers, the efficient shooting.
Yeah.
And they're still shooting over 40% as a team from 3.
Mm-hmm.
But last night 22 turnovers against the Lakers, who don't really have anyone on their team right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little concerning. I think Rondo played like 17 or 18 minutes. So, I think he's got to be playing close to 25, 30 when the playoffs come.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
And I'm sure he will.
I do too. You think at his age, can he handle 30 minutes a night? But he's
I
a
think
little
so.
guy. He's not athletic. I think he can.
He's a warrior.
He's the guy that's got to be out there kind of running the offense for this team, getting Kawhi and Paul George the ball in their spots. And if they do that, the Clippers, they're scary.
Yeah. And they're hot at the right time, unlike the Lakers.
All right, let's move on to previewing some of tonight's games. The first game we're going to have is the Knicks at the Suns. The Knicks, obviously, needing as many wins as they can get at this point. They're coming off that tough loss against Denver. And, of course, the Suns also being a pretty decent team. I got to go to Mike first here as our number one Knick fan. Mike, what do you want to see from tonight's game?
What I want to see is just a bounce back game. Win or lose, I just need it to be a close game. I need Julius to come hard, and I need RJ to do his thing. Derrick Rose has actually been probably the most consistent player on this team.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about him. I love that Obi Toppin he looks more comfortable each game, which is nice to see. Quickly, obviously, he had that one little slump for a week, and then he's just been so consistent this whole year as a rookie. I just want to see Randall come out and take this game away from the Suns, and hopefully we could hold on to the lead with some good defense the whole way through.
Yeah.
You got a. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can go.
No, you can go.
No, I was going to ask Mike. You have a score for us tonight?
I'd say like 110 to 105.
110, 105. All right.
Next one.
Knicks.
Oh, obvious. I would hope so.
I don't think I've bet against the Knicks yet.
I don't think you have either. No,
I have.
I think there was one. Yeah, because Barnes was like, "Oh, betting against the Knicks."
Yeah.
No, I'm really excited for this game because I think both of these teams are pretty much playing playoff basketball right now. The Knicks are trying to hold that 4 seed, especially because in the East right now, you want to stay out of the 6 seed, right? You don't want to play one of those top 3 teams. So you got to get in that 4 or 5 game. And why not have home court advantage? Obviously, it's going to give you a little bit of an advantage if you got some fans back in the building. So the Knicks want to win every single game and hold on to that 4 seed, just as we talked about before. The Suns want to get to that 1 seed. Right now, they're a game behind the Jazz, but they want to avoid having to play the Lakers or Portland or Dallas, whoever ends up in that 7 seed. But definitely the Lakers, you want to avoid playing them in the first round. So both these teams are going to be bringing it. It's important for both of them. I think the Knicks, the key for them, they have to attack the paint. I know the Suns have great defensive wings and guards, but guarding a guy like Julius Randle who's 250 pounds, that's tough. He's got to take it to the hole as much as possible, and the Knicks are going to have to shoot the ball well. And I think they're 21-8 with Derrick Rose. So Derrick Rose, another important piece to get him going. And like we said a lot on this show, when the Knicks shoot well, they're hard to beat. So defense and three-point shooting is going to be the key for the Knicks. But, I think the Suns are too much, especially playing at home. And they're fighting hard for this number 1 seed. I think Booker and Chris Paul both play nice. And you'll see what happens with DeAndre Ayton. If he's the one that stops Randall, or do they try and put someone smaller on him? We'll see what happens.
He's a tough matchup.
He is a tough matchup.
So you think as long as the Suns kind of stick to their own game, they're going to take the W here?
Yeah, the Suns stick
They
to
are
the game
they are the
plan.
better team,
Right.
They are the better team.
And Chris Paul is just
Point guard.
Yeah.
Second in MVP voting, I would say. And the Suns, I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game though. Maybe like you said, maybe 105, 100.
Yeah.
I think it'll be close.
Yeah.
Cool. Hopefully,
I'm excited.
You never know. Maybe hopefully tomorrow we'll be recapping 3 New York wins.
Yeah.
How
That would
dope
definitely
that
be a
How
first
about
ever.
That, oh my God, that rarely happens,
Never.
Well, moving on to another game for tonight, which, I mean, it seems like we have a nice lineup of games tonight, honestly.
Yeah, just all sports right now.
Right? I love it, dude. We got Nuggets at Jazz. Jazz trying to hold on to first place, so this is obviously a pretty important game for them. Nuggets are doing pretty well as well, right? Trying to build that momentum as they go into the playoffs, especially without Jamal Murray since he's being hurt. Grasso, kind of what do you want to see here tonight?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the Jazz hold up against like another contending team in the West without Donovan Mitchell in an important game. Because like we talked, like the Nuggets are trying to get into that third seed. They're half game behind the Clippers, so they're battling it out for that. And the Jazz they're trying to hold on to that 1 seed. So both these teams are playing for something. But the Jazz, though, without Donovan Mitchell, their lead scorer, I don't know if Conley's playing tonight. I think he's out as well. They rely on their defense and their 3-point shooting, just like we talked about with the Knicks.
Yeah.
So it's all about the ball movement for the Jazz, knock down the shots, guys like Bogdanovich getting open and Clarkson being that guy that can kind of create for them. So, I mean, if they do everything right, they got a good chance. But the Nuggets, they have the MVP favorite, Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
I mean, the key battle we got to watch tonight is Jokic versus Gobert.
Yeah.
Can Gobert slow him down? And I think he can, because Gobert at 7'1", he really is a great defender.
Yeah, he's athletic.
We do rag on him a lot, but Gobert's a little slow. Jokic is probably the slowest star we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is a good matchup for Gobert to kind of display his defense.
Yeah, let's see if you're worth it.
See if those $200 million are worth it.
All right, awesome. Yeah, definitely sounds like a sweet matchup. And I guess we kind of touched upon Lakers Portland.
We did,
also, but
yeah.
I mean,
this game is just whoever wins tonight will be in possession of the 6th seed and will be out of that play-in tournament. I mean, the Lakers completely depleted. Portland's healthy. So, I mean, obviously, I think Portland's going to win that game. But
me too. I think we're going to get like a 50 bean from Dame.
Ooh,
honestly,
beans.
Like he's just been. This is going to be one of those, and then it's like keep it going, baby.
Yeah, I'm not betting against that.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys have any final thoughts on the NBA before we kind of move on?
That's
and close
it,
out
man.
here. Yeah.
I mean, I think playoff basketball has officially started.
Yeah.
Let's
you could
go,
say that.
dude.
It is a battle. I'm excited.
Grasso
it's
is
a good
buzzing.
Friday night.
He is buzzing,
baby.
I love it. Love playoff basketball.
Well, there's just one last thing I want to touch upon before we kind of close out here. We talked about the story with the New York Rangers yesterday, and there was a development now. The Rangers now yesterday, as a team, just got fined $250,000 for the statement they released talking about the, how Tom Wilson, how his punishment was kind of handled. They called out, I forget the guy's name again.
He's the head of
disciplinary and safety for the NHL. They literally called him out, essentially asking for him to be like fired. Yeah. Which, I mean, are very strong words. However, this was like an extreme circumstance, So it's just interesting to kind of see that, you see Tom Wilson, who, sucker punches Buchnevich, pulls Panarin down to the ice by his hair, and the guy only gets fined $5,000, which, is the maximum penalty he could have gotten, which I guess in and of itself is kind of weird. But then
it's like nothing.
It's nothing for him. He doesn't get suspended any games, nothing, dude. And in the meantime, we have Buchnevich now facing, I think, a 2-game suspension for his high cross check against one of the Capitals players. But fining the organization $250,000 just for a statement they release,
dude, that's absurd.
Is this like communist Russia? Like, what is going on here?
Honestly, bro.
Well, I mean, the NHL, I have heard, been compared to communist Russia. So,
dude, it's brutal, man.
They got a lot of Russians in the NHL, the National Communist Hockey League.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that before. It's sad because hockey has potential to be like a great sport. I mean, I love watching hocky and everything.
So entertaining.
Hockey live
the league is run
sick.
so terribly.
It's so fun, dude. So dope. But I can't believe the Rangers got fined that much. That amount of money is just absurd for releasing a statement, dude. As an organization, it's crazy, bro. It's probably because they called for the guy's job, but
they were saying
dude. And what happened to freedom of speech?
It's ridiculous. And then, dude, just the whole optics too of the high cross check obviously is a suspendable offense.
Yeah, of course.
It's just the optics of it because Wilson doesn't get anything. He sucker punches the dude in the back of the head and then drags the other guy down by his hair.
Well, didn't the NHL say though, the fight broke out because of the sucker punch, which he couldn't get suspended for some odd reason.
Right.
So everything that happened after the scrum was just
the rules.
Was just that's what happens in hockey.
Right.
Is pretty much what they said.
Yeah.
So
But
like ripping guys down, and breaking their face is part of hockey.
Right.
it's tough, dude. I mean, it's just a really weird position that the NHL took on that whole situation.
Yeah.
And it was George Paros, by the way, is the
Paros is putz,
director of the Department of Player Safety.
Yeah.
Paros the putz, and the NHL released a statement saying that the comments that the Rangers made were personal in nature and demeaning of the league executive, which will not be tolerated.
Weren't personal at all, bro. How was that personal?
I mean,
they didn't say anything personal about any.
It literally didn't say
about
anything
him.
personal about him. They were just saying how he
He just says he can't do his job.
So they can't. Yeah, he should have. There should have been more of a disciplinary action and how everything was handled, and that they call for his resignation essentially. So I mean, I feel like they kept it pretty professional, but I mean, it's just adding to all the drama. That the Rangers let go their GM and their president and everything, and it's a tough time.
It's a weird time.
It's a weird time, and of course, the Rangers not having a season they really wanted to have. So
next year they'll be back.
Oh, they'll be back for sure. It's definitely a shitty
make
way
the playoffs
to kind of
next
end
year,
the
I think.
season. They also lost 4-0 to the Bruins yesterday. So as if to add insult to injury while all this drama is going on. I mean, I could imagine that most of the players are distracted with all this shit happening.
I talked to one of my buddies who's actually a diehard Rangers fan this morning, and he said, "Forget about it. I'm going to play golf."
Yeah, exactly. Right? I mean, like, I have enough drama in my life.
That's
with the
where
Mets
we're at
right now, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need the Rangers doing all this shit too. So, well, I mean, if you guys don't have any more thoughts on the matter, I think we can kind of wrap it up here. You guys have anything else?
Happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday, right? Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully on Monday we'll be recapping a bunch of New York wins. Of course, there's some great baseball and basketball this weekend, right? So we're gonna have a big Monday coming up. I want to thank all our fans out there for liking, commenting, subscribing, and viewing our content. Of course, you are Bloodline, dude. We love you. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.
I'm sweating.